Your world teeters on the brink of annihilation. You will all bear witness to the coming of a new age of destruction.
Halion the Twilight Destroyer is the final boss inside Ruby Sanctum. This boss has the standard dragon abilities such as Flame Breath in the head, Tail Lash at the back, and Parry Haste, meaning all DPS should use their max melee range and stay at the side of the boss. This encounter is divided into 3 phases. During the first phase, Halion has 2 abilities, namely Fiery Combustion and Meteor Strike. Fiery Combustion is a curse debuff that is placed on any raid member, for which that person should run away from the raid and dispel the debuff if he can when he or she reaches the wall.
The heavens burn.
As for the Meteor Strike, there will be a flame marker on the ground where the meteor will drop and leaves flame patches. Before the meteor drops, all raid members will go to the other side of Halion via his body to avoid getting flame breath and tail lashed. Phase 1 will end when we reach 75% of his HP and he will open a portal at the middle of the room.
You will find only suffering within the realm of Twilight. Enter if you dare.
During Phase 2, the off-tank should pop his cooldowns added with some external cooldowns and healing over time, and enters the portal first to get the aggro of Halion before any raid members enter. During this phase, Halion has 2 abilities, namely Shadow Consumption and Twilight Cutters. Shadow Consumption is almost the same as Fiery Combustion, but instead of getting knocked back, you will instead be pulled back towards the center of the circle. The player with the debuff will also run away from the raid towards the wall and remove the cursed debuff.
Beware the shadow.
As for the Twilight Cutters, these are 2 orbs parallel to each other circling around the room in a clockwise direction. At a certain time, there will be a beam formed between the 2 orbs which can kill any players between them. For this mechanic, the tank will also turn Halion on a clockwise direction when the beam appears and will stop moving when the beam disappears. Please note that the tank should not let any orbs pass through Halion's tail or at 11 o'clock of his position. And also, all DPS and healers should always stay at the side of Halion to avoid getting hit with the Twilight Cutters. Here is a simple diagram of the movement during Phase 2.
I am the light and the darkness. Cower mortals before the herald of Deathwing.
Once we reach 50%, we will enter the last phase. During this phase, most of the RDPS and assigned healers will go back outside using the portal in the room and also kill Halion on the outside. So this phase is a combination of Phase 1 and Phase 2. However, he gains an additional ability here, which is Corporality. This ability is shown as percentage on top of your screen. Both sides should monitor in how fast they will DPS because we will have to maintain a corporeality of around 40 to 60%. So it's a matter of coordination between the 2 groups on when to stop and continue DPS.
Relish this victory, mortals, for it will be your last. This world will burn with the Master's return.